Right, look what we've got today. Ducati V4 Streetfighter.
I'm seeing shimmers in this long-lasting dream.
Wow, that's a nice sound. Okay, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to my Super Naked for the Road quest series. I think this is episode 3 now, so you've probably seen the ZH2 video and the Tuono video by now. If not, look up here. This is one I've been really looking forward to. I feel like at some point in my life I need to own a Ducati, and I don't know whether this is the right one. The V4S that I test rode a while back was just a bit too much for me, unless you were at, you know, 9-10 tenths on a racetrack. You were it was too much. Certainly too much for the road, and I bought the rsv-4, obviously, as you know now, I hope, because it was just a bit more accessible, but I think this might solve that issue. So I'm looking for a bike for the roads predominantly. Well, this might do one track day a year for a giggle. Okay, for first impressions, sounds amazing, sounds beautiful, standard can, feels small, light, feels different to the Tuono. The Tuono felt, to be honest with you, it was lovely, a great laugh, great bike, but it felt like an rsv-4 with bars. It wasn't very sort of comfy and sit upright, and it just felt like a sports bike with flat bars, and that's not what I'm after here. I'm after something more comfortable for the roads, but that I can also keep up with everybody on the back lanes on. That's what the goal is for this bike, and also something that gives me a boner as well. I'm being honest, you know, that's how my tiny brain works. First impressions on this though is light, super light actually, small, agile, flickable, sounds amazing. Yeah, gearboxes. Well, that's interesting. So on the V4S, you couldn't go down the box without the throttle being completely closed. But you can on this. They must have changed it. That's better, because having that, it was like literally you had to have the throttle completely closed on the V4S, which was a bit annoying. These wings here though, I don't know what I think about them. I don't know, what do you think? They look better in carbon, obviously, but you know, this is not at that price point. It's still at a hefty price point, don't get me wrong. You know, it's sort of it's in line with the KTM. The KTM, I was supposed to be driving today, actually riding today, but they emailed me an hour before the test ride to say it got a puncture, so it's a good job I checked the email. So Craig's KTM at Dewsbury, do better, mate. Anyway, luckily I managed to get a ride on the Ducati and not spoil the day. Yeah, the KTM actually, if I'm being honest with you, I prefer the look of it. It just looks a bit different and a bit unique. That being said, this is a stunning bike for a super naked. It's super stunning. This does sound nice low down. I don't think it sounds quite as nice as the rsv-4, but it's close. I know the KTM's a V-twin, so I'm interested. I've never even sat on one of them. So I need to ride that before I make my decision. I like this though. Just look, it just feels special. Even the naked fairing bit, you know, even without the front fairings, it just feels special. The only thing that I don't like is those plastic wings, just because they're plastic. But that's a pretty easy fix. Put some carbon ones on there. In fact, I bet you, I haven't looked actually, but I bet you Ducati would sell you some carbon ones. Christ knows how much they cost though. I'll probably have to sell a kidney or a child. Yeah, there's an option there. Yeah, it feels nice. Feels solid and planted. The corner's lovely. The corner's beautiful actually. Literally no idea where I'm going. The question though does become, do you need all this for the road? And the answer is, of course. Fuck no. But are we going to buy all this for the road? Of course. But of course. Oh, here we go now. This is what we want. I'm going to go into a 30. But this is nice. Comfortable. So yeah, going around town, I can't say I'm only literally 10 minutes in, but going around town it's comfortable. Surprisingly easy to ride. What I found about the V4S was you just couldn't ride that bike in town. It got hot, it was just chugging and stalling everywhere. This is better. Yeah, brakes, you know, don't only say anything about the brakes, they're the Brembo brakes. Again, look, this isn't a review. I'm talking like a reviewer who doesn't know what he's talking about now. This is just me doing a test ride. This is just how my head works. Go on Google reviews if you want a review. I have no idea what I'm talking about. I have no idea what the brake horsepower is on this, actually. Absolutely no clue. I think it's probably slightly detuned to the V4S, but go and have a look. I don't know. It's around 200 bhp anyway. Sounds like a lot more. That exhaust. So nice. I feel a slightly jerky throttle actually. Maybe not. Clutch is nice. Gearbox lovely. Yeah, gearbox feels nice. As nice as the Aprilia is actually, to be honest. I wouldn't say better. I'd say as nice. I think if I really had a gun to my head, I'd probably say the BMW's gearbox was smoother. But I just like the Aprilia gearbox a bit more because it's got that more definitive sort of mechanical feel when you put it into gear. It's a positive reaction back through the pedal. Whereas the BMW one is more, feels more electronic. I don't know, too smooth. What I love about this though, I've really got the bug of the super naked thing at the moment. Really got the bug of it, because you get, particularly on the roads, like you get a lot of the fun. That feels nice. Just tips in lovely. You get a lot of the fun with some comfort as well. Like, you're never really going to be going fast enough on the road to need the limits of what a super sport bike will do. On the track, yeah, different thing. Like, I mean, my rsv-4, I'm in the process of getting track fairings, and that's going to be 99.9% track day bike, and that's where it belongs. It doesn't belong on the road. It's uncomfortable. It doesn't like pottering around town. It overheats. They all do. But these super nakeds really come into their own, because you get on the twisters and you can keep up with super bikes on these. And look, there's no way on my wrists, none whatsoever. I'm sat up, chilling, happy days. See what you got. Whoa, brutal. Very nice. Very smooth power though. It doesn't feel as harsh as the V4S. But it's there. Holy shit, is it there? Yeah. Oh. This is getting dangerous. And I don't mean from speed, I mean the fact that I really want to buy this bike immediately. Yeah, actually that's better. The throttle just feels nicer in street. It's a bit on and offy. I think it's because I was just really low speed in second gear. It's not what it's designed for. You're not really meant to be in race or sport pootling around like that. Oh, this is so nice. I'd have 10 bikes if I could. There's so many different bikes I want. What are you doing, mate? I don't even know how much fuel's in there. Is there a fuel gauge on these? Who knows? Change the mode in a second, just try out the different modes. So hold that down, see what it's like in race. Yeah, that throttle's a bit more aggressive in race. Let's give it a whirl. You can hear the exhaust through this shitty helmet mic. That being said though, I know I'm biased, but the V4 Aprilia noise is better. Just is. If anything, this sounds better chugging at low revs. Other than that, when this is opened up and that V4's opened up, the V4's better. This sounds more agricultural. Ducati's going to be fucking hating me right now. Agricultural, like a tractor. Oh, dear. I'm not overly keen, being honest, on the throttle. I need to put it in street, see if that helps. It just feels, that feels a bit better. It's a bit snatchy for the street. Yeah, it pulls, but it's not like a frightening. It's not as brutal as my rsv-4. Where do we go here? I could see you being able to get this on a track though. Oh my god, I really like this bike. I really, really like this bike. You know, after having ridden the rsv-4 and lots of super bikes and 600 bikes and whatnot over my life, this bike, or the super naked class in general, but this one specifically, really makes a lot of sense. I don't feel as daft as it sounds, I don't feel as in danger on the road on this, because I'm sort of less inclined to be racy. I don't know whether that makes sense. In my head it does. You know, I can just sit here chilling, comfy, listening to that grumble, but I know that if I get to some roads and I want to whip round some bends and have a giggle, then I can. Oh, there's no shortage of power. Good God. It's not as brutal as I thought it'd be though. Let's go back to sport mode again. Right, we're in sport again now. Feels like a happy medium. Fucking no idea where I'm going. Oh yeah, in these bends, that makes a lot of sense. So what's my 60-minute summary on this bike, like I do on all the other test rides I've been on? I love it. I think it's amazing. Way better than the V4S. For the road, and that's how I'm judging this, not what I think it'll be like on the track, but for the road it's brilliant. It's small, light, nimble, super powerful, sounds amazing, comfortable, brakes are nice, makes you feel special. The only thing I can fault it on, and I'm being really shitty here, is these plastic wings. I think they're a bit tatty for such an expensive bike, but handling, sublime. Oh, it just flicks around, lovely. Everything about this is great. That KTM has got a lot to live up to, let's put it that way. I really, really like this. Gearbox is amazing. Yeah. But yeah, I'm going to struggle not to buy this, to be honest. I'm going to really struggle. I will ride the KTM, but this is a beauty. A real beauty. Looks phenomenal. I don't think you lose any of the looks by taking the fairing off. I think it looks wicked. Yeah. So yeah, that's my summary. I love it. Gotta figure out a way not to buy it now. So yeah, I'm going to turn the camera off now and just concentrate on what I'm doing, and enjoy the last sort of 20 minutes or so on my own, just collect my thoughts, because I am going to seriously contemplate buying this. So yeah, thanks for watching. Hopefully you'll see the KTM one next, or coming up shortly, and then that should conclude my Super Naked for the Road series. So yeah, I'll see you on the next one. Thanks very much.